Hey everybody, Dan Schinder here on Drum Talk TV live coverage of the NAMM Show. We have a very special treat. You might be familiar with Mr. Reed, who's gotten millions of views not only on YouTube, but on the Drum Talk TV Facebook page. Him and his guitarist, Jules Drucker, is going to do a performance. Then I'm going to interview Mr. Reed. Then they're going to play some more. So here we go.
If you can hear me, can I get a yeah? We are singing, oh, 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 oh. Everyone saying, oh, 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 oh. We are singing,
All right, you got a minute to talk with me, and then you'll jam some more? Great. Hey, this is a real treat. So Mr. Reed, like I said, has gotten millions of views on his videos busking on the subway in New York. So happy to have him here in person finally. How are you?
I'm blessed. I can't complain.
It's so nice to have you here. Thank you for taking time.
Absolutely. It's a joy to come here from New York City. And when I'm not on tour at the moment, to I guess be on tour at the moment here at the NAMM Show, enjoying time with Drum Talk TV.
Thank you very much. So where can people see you play in this configuration, and where can they see you with your whole band, and where can they learn about all that, your website and all that?
Well, all of my following is through social media on purpose. We built my brand to be thoroughly and totally organic. So you follow me through my Facebook, through all social media, at Mr. Reed ENT. That's MRREED, Reed with 2 E's, ENT, which is short for Enterprises. And, you know, we're really about a social and organic following. As far as experiencing Mr. Reed's trick kit, in my performances, I include Mr. Reed's trip kit into my full band performances. My full band is about 15 pieces large at its largest.
What's the instrumentation at its largest?
Yes, it can include a 3-piece string section, 2 backing vocalists, 3-piece horn section, 4-piece rhythm section with the addition of percussion, as well as an additional keys, and dancers.
I know you have recordings out there.
Absolutely.
Is it all your own music? Do you do some tributes, covers, things like that?
I mean, I'm a composer, and primarily my music is original music. I sing covers in the interest of catching the ear of those who may not know my music. Just as today, with the next songs that I will sing, one of them will be a cover, which is Nora Jones's "Don't Know Why."
I thought you were going to do Black Dog by Zeppelin.
I love Zeppelin, but we're gonna go from a range of soul and as well as something that has an indie vibe to it as well.
Awesome. Y'all want to hear Mr. Reed play again? Yeah? Okay. You want to play some more?
Yes.
All right.
Above all, what's really great is being able to share with this audience, both of NAMM as well as Drum Talk TV, and be able to speak to the audience. People get to see my videos, of which I continue to release videos, and whether it be through, Mr. Reed ENT on Facebook or anywhere else, as well as your page, I love to interact with the community.
Yeah, I think people forget that drummers have a voice.
Absolutely.
That drummers talk. Even someone like Abe Laboriel, who sings background with Paul McCartney, they forget that we're intellectuals and we can actually speak. They're so used to just seeing us behind our gear. So it's an honor to have you come on and talk. And, real quick, before you do play some more, what was your first professional musician or drummer's influence, other than your family members?
Oh, man. I would say that in terms of as a musician, it would be between Sam Cooke and Tupac Shakur.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah, and then I would say as a drummer, my fellow Brooklynite, Max Roach,
One of my favorites.
Max really helped me to view the drum set as far more expansive, which allowed me to build my trip kit. Whether you look at videos of Max Roach just doing solos on the hi-hat, you get what I'm saying? It helped me to look at my instrument with those different eyes.
That's beautiful. Max was a magician. Yeah. A lot of people think that John Bonham's biggest influence was Gene Krupa, but all the things John Bonham to do, the bucket of fish and the triplets, that's all Max Roach. Note for note, it's Max Roach.
Absolutely.
Cool. Let's hear some more beautiful music.
Got it.
Cool.
Thank you so very much. Holding it down on the guitar for me. I'm a solo artist, but it's wonderful to have musicians I work with like Jules Trucker, a fellow drummer and amazing guitarist. We're at the head, bring it to the head. Listen. Waited till I saw the sun. Don't know why he come. Let's get right to have some fun. Don't know why he come. Waited till the break of day. Was that right? is a soul strong in the blues and gospel. With a nice shuffle. May we be friends, may we be friends. Oh, darling, till the very end. Maybe tomorrow we'll forever be together. But may we be friends, may we be friends. Oh, darling, till the very end. Maybe tomorrow we'll forever be together. You are my heart, my greatest friend of mine, darling. How I love you from the start, and I never thought that I'd really love you. Maybe it was me, or maybe it was she. Oh, I'm feeling now. I can see that sometimes even break you. But may we be friends, may we be friends. Oh, darling, until the very end. Maybe tomorrow we'll forever begin. Maybe we be friends, may we be friends. Oh, darling, until the very end. Maybe tomorrow we'll forever begin. We were a band of women and men. Oh, how you traveled across the land. And I never thought that our great music would come to an end. Maybe it was me, maybe it was she. Oh, how clearly I can see. Sometimes even great music come to an end. May we be friends, may we be friends. Oh, darling, until the end. Maybe tomorrow, yeah, forever begin. Oh, darling, until the end. Maybe tomorrow, yeah, forever begin. I said I got my plan on the run. I don't run. I want things to be easy. Oh, my money got my head on the run. I don't worry. Oh, let no easy. Oh, my money got my head on my gun. I don't worry. Oh, let no easy. Oh, my money got my head on the run. I don't worry. Oh, let no easy. All of my money. Everybody, do you know why? Everybody, do you know why? Do you know why? Can you say neighbor? Can you say neighbor? Trump Talk TV. The reason why Trump Talk TV. So may we be friends. May we be friends. Darling, until the end. Maybe tomorrow we'll forever begin. Yeah, may we be friends. May we be friends. Oh, darling, until the very end. Maybe tomorrow will forever begin. Thank you very much, Mr. Reedy and T on Instagram, all social media. Thank you, Dan Schinder.
Let's have another word real quick. That was hard to convey that. How are you? This. All right. Wasn't that a treat? Mr. Reed. I'm going to ask him a couple more questions real quick. So hopefully y'all like that. Check him out. You can look up Mr. Reed Drum Talk TV on the Facebook search bar. Check that out and you'll see his Subway videos. So one thing we didn't address is you've been a drummer for 30 years,
Yes.
but who's your biggest influence as a vocalist? Maybe 2, 3, 5? Because you have an enormous range, beautiful range.
So I have a what is it? A 5-octave range, and what is it? 7 registers, something like that. But what I'll say is, as far as my influence, I wasn't allowed to listen to secular music as a child. So I had to spend a lot of time listening to myself. And I think that the reason why Sam Cooke was like my first bridge is because he sung both gospel and secular music. And so, I mean, my range of interest in voice isn't just singers, it's also voice work in terms of how people speak. So there's not a individual influence. There's some like Donny Hathaway, Sam Cooke, Sinatra is a major influence for me as a stylist. And Sinatra got his stylings from Lady Day, you know, Billie Holiday.
Right, exactly.
Ella Fitzgerald in terms of runs and melismas. You know, I love voice work. I rap, write, sing, arrange, produce. And so the voice, all oral expression, A-U-R-A-L, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing your magic with us. Thank you all for watching. A big shout out to Jules Drucker on guitar. Awesome job. Thank you. I can't wait to see more of your band together
Yes,
because
absolutely.
I'm sure it's the same thing to the whatever power, right?
Yeah, the hope is that
The 15th power because you got 15.
why not? Much more than just the hope, but the vision is to take the views and the interest that comes from this experience, and that you see us on multiple stages next year at NAMM. I have already 5 albums in terms of ammo put away. I've got 1 album that is already released called Recession Free Music, and there's more music coming. I have my studio in New York, I have my gallery in New York, and I've done my 6th international tour as of the end of last year. So we're getting back on the road, and reach out. I love hitting the road, I love touring, and I've got great musicians, a great community of people I work with now, including yourself.
Thank you very much, and thank you all for joining us here on Drum Talk TV at the live NAMM Show coverage 2019. Don't know how we got to 2019 so quickly, but we're here. Thank you for joining us, and follow Mr. Reed on his channels, and thanks for following what we do. We'll see you soon.
Next interview will be even quieter.
Yeah, there you go. See you soon.